Oh, welcome back. Another view of what is still Hurricane Hilary, but over the next few hours will continue to weaken, so this will make landfall as a tropical storm. Already seeing the outer bands, though. Max Doppler over the last hour showing shower activity through parts of San Diego County, the Inland Empire, Orange County as well, and the Antelope Valley, our high desert communities, under a big, we're watching you very closely, very concerned about the flooding there today. High wind warning has been added for some of these communities in the interior, where we're expecting to see gusts stronger than 60 miles an hour, and this tropical storm warning still in effect. Temperatures today, it is warm now. High temperatures today will not be as warm as they should be this time of year. Hopefully you're not spending that much time outdoors to notice. 58 in Big Bear, 81 in Palm Springs today, 78 for Long Beach, 80 for Van Nuys, and 77 for Oxnard. And we'll talk about the rest of the storm and what we're expecting coming up.
Casey, thank you. Hilary's arrival is having a big impact on local businesses.
Significant rain has made local roads slick and dangerous. KTLA's Megan Tellis is live in Rancho Cucamonga with the latest on conditions in the IE. As we could hear that rain coming down on your umbrella there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, as we started to go live right now, you guys started to toss to me. The rain started to pick up. You see the water starting to shift a bit to my right. So yeah, the wind picking up and the water behind me starting to accumulate just a bit. So it's getting a little bit more active. I'm in Rancho Cucamonga. I'm in the Ralph's Shopping Center. This is right off the 210 at Day Creek, just south of the 210 freeway. Let's talk about what's happening on the roadways this morning out here in the Inland Empire. I want to get into this video now. This was around 3 o'clock this morning. Accidents have started to happen. A solo driver was involved in a spin out. This was at the westbound 210 on-ramp from 30th Street in San Bernardino. CHP says the driver was getting onto the freeway when he lost control, spun out into the embankment freeway shoulder. This is just a big warning. And we keep telling you, but we all know, we're all driving and we understand this. We just got to be ready for the slick roads. If you do need to drive this morning, of course, the recommendation, stay off the roads. Speaking of roadways, in Riverside on the northbound side of the 215, look at this video. A semi-truck spun out. You see that Amazon Prime truck slide off the freeway. It looks like he or she went over the guardrail. The lane was blocked off while officials cleared the debris there. Rain. I mean, I can hear it again. It's picking up during this live shot, but here's what it looked like in San Bernardino County, across different parts of it, including Loma Linda in the early hours of the morning. There have been scattered showers since about 2 o'clock this morning. I drove in from the 605 210 coming eastbound here to Rancho Cucamonga, and the rain was light, but it was consistent. I can say that. And now here in Rancho Cucamonga, again off 210 at Day Creek, the rain is picking up. San Bernardino officials are warning residents that this type of storm contains 2 types of dangerous conditions: heavy rains and high winds. According to National Weather Service, tropical storm warning remains in effect for cities including Victorville, Hesperia, Apple Valley, Wrightwood, Riverside, San Bernardino, Ontario, Rancho Cucamonga, Temecula. I could go on and on. Just if you're in this greater San Bernardino County area, do be ready and continue to prepare. Evacuation notices, and Casey Montoya has mentioned this, but I'll reiterate it, are in place for residents in Oak Glen, Forest Falls, Mountain Home Village, Angeles Oaks, Northeast Yucaipa. That's as of 6:30 this morning. Now, forecasters predict that the San Bernardino Mountains could get as much as 10 inches of rain over the next 48 hours. Peak wind forecast, 25 to 35 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 60 miles per hour. I'll tell you, having lived in Rancho Cucamonga most of my life, we are used to wind events, and winds get up to about 70 miles per hour with those Santa Ana wind events. But when you include rain and you include this tropical storm, it is warm out here, you know, it's going to be a little different. Residents have secured the perimeter of their property. We talked to a lot of them over the course of this weekend. FEMA with this message to residents during this storm. Listen.
So we are still anticipating what the impacts of the storm may be. And so the number one thing that we're encouraging people and individuals to do right now is to take steps to be prepared for whatever impacts the storm may bring.
In terms of preparations, you come back out here, you're looking at the water percolate just off of Ralph's, and I'll tell you, I talked to one of the employees who works here at Ralph's. He says he worked the graveyard shift, and I asked him, how do the shelves look this morning? Because Ralph's just opened at 6 o'clock. He said, we are fully stocked. So if you need toilet paper and if you want to get some extra water, you can do so right here at Ralph's off the 210 at Day Creek. That is the latest out here. You know, I want to be in the elements. I want to feel it. The water is coming down. It is obviously raining out here. And to your point, Lauren, Casey, Pedro, we've been talking to what it felt like when we walked out the doors this morning, and it was warm. And that's what is very unique, as all of us from Southern California, at least Lauren and I, that was the most significant part for me. I was like, ooh, this feels different. So it still feels that way out here in Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, so true.
I'll send it back to you guys
Great
for now.
report, Megan, and great perspective.
thank you.
Having been, growing up in Rancho Cucamonga,
Absolutely.
she knows how the IE handles these things. We'll check in with you in a bit, Megan. An update now on the situation at LAX. As the storm makes its way toward the Southland, FlightAware already reporting 74 flight cancellations and 51 delays.
And at Burbank Airport, there are several Southwest flights canceled. Of course, check online and call your carriers before heading out to the airport today. And keep this in mind. The Department of Transportation says travelers are automatically entitled to a refund if their flight is canceled due to the storm. I have a buddy of mine who's flying out. He's supposed to go to London, and he told me he booked his flight early to make sure he got out on time. And when he was there, he said it looked pretty normal right now. Today, he left at 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
a few minutes ago to Seattle. He said so far it looks pretty good, at least standing there. Now, the Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center looks after endangered and sick and orphaned animals, and local community members are coming together yesterday to help their critters find safety. Debbie McGuire and her team in Huntington Beach had their hands full yesterday as animals and staff at the center were asked to evacuate because of Tropical Storm Hilary. McGuire says that she never had to move all 1,000 animals at once, but the safety of her staff and animals are her top priority.
Potential high winds, potential storm surge. These animals might not make it if left to stay here.
Right. Well, also, I don't want to put any staff or volunteers at risk for trying to get here to feed them. More so the winds, and we have half of our outside cages are fatigued with some rust. They're chain link, and I'm worried they won't make it through this storm.
McGuire says her attention turns to the aftermath of the storm. She says the cost of moving the animals out of the facility is already taking a toll on the center's budget. So she's hoping that damages from the storm will not make that situation worse. And we should clarify there, Casey, that when we talk about Hurricane Hilary, Tropical Storm Hilary, as that story mentioned there. Right now, it is a hurricane.
It is still a hurricane. So the difference is the wind. So tropical storm winds 39 miles an hour to 73 miles an hour. Once you hit 74 and get to 95, now we're a Category 1. And that is still what Hilary is at this hour. We do expect by 11 o'clock, though, I'll push the button and show you that this will be down to a tropical storm. Just because it's downgraded to a tropical storm does not mean we are not going to see very severe effects. I know, Pedro, you were talking about Sandy, hit the East Coast as a tropical storm, did an immense amount of damage. So the concerns for us here are very, very heavy rain, which is going to cause some flooding, possibly flash flooding, and the gusty winds that are going to come along with this. So typical winter storm, I know we have those, so we're used to getting some heavy rain. This is just going to be heavier. It's warmer, it's wetter, it's going to be so much more all at once. But the typical Santa Ana wind events, that's kind of what we can expect for the winds that will start picking up. Actually already have started picking up in some of those interior sections. Again, I'll explain the cone. It is the error on either side of where the center of the storm will go, but you can see just because you're not in the cone does not mean you will not see severe weather. Some of our very severe weather will actually happen outside of this cone. It's nice that it's so narrow, though. It's giving us kind of an area of certainty so that we can warn people of what to expect. But the warnings, the flood warnings, go all the way north into parts of Idaho and Washington. So we are not the only ones who will feel the remnants of this hurricane. Max Doppler over the last hour showing heavy rain already moving through the San Diego area, Orange County, Inland Empire. I just stepped outside here in Hollywood. It is starting to sprinkle here as well. And this is what we can expect for the rest of the afternoon. Dark greens, yellows, oranges, reds, and whenever we start to see those colors, the purples, that is where we could see thunderstorm activity. We are expecting to see isolated thunderstorms today. We are expecting to see very heavy rain, possibly hail, lightning strikes. It's possible that we could see a tornado. But again, the biggest threat for us is the rain, and you can see why. This is an all-day event. If you don't have to go anywhere today, it is a good idea not to do so because it's not going to really start to let up until late tonight. And then you'll notice what happens early in the morning. There's still going to be some isolated areas where we will continue to see very heavy rainfall, and the thunderstorm chances are still on the forecast even into early tomorrow morning. High wind warning has been added to the area shaded in brown. That's where we could see some gusts up to 80 miles an hour, and then this tropical storm warning still in effect. The biggest concern with that, winds. This is what I was just talking about. This flood advisory, it's all the way north. So again, this is a watch now. It is very likely that at some point today, it will turn into a flash flood warning or flash flood flash flood warning or flood warning. That's what I was trying to say. As far as how much rain, 1.5 to 3 inches for the coast and basin. That's been downgraded a little bit from yesterday. 2 to 4 inches for the valleys and foothills, and the mountain communities anywhere from 3 to 7 inches. And you've heard us say 10 inches. It is possible some areas could see up to 10 inches of rain. Wind gusts, I've been talking about this all morning. This is what causes the downed trees and down power lines. And notice in these areas how widespread those really strong wind gusts are going to be as we head into this afternoon and evening. Thankfully, some of these winds will die down overnight. Not so much for Santa Barbara County, but for the rest of us, it won't be quite as windy by tomorrow. A quick look at temperatures: 72 for Lancaster today, 80 degrees for Van Nuys. Along the coast today, Manhattan Beach, 78 degrees, 78 in Long Beach. Very warm for some of these coastal spots. 90 for Santa Ana today and 79 in Riverside. And we'll keep talking about the storm coming up. Back to you for now.
Casey, thank you. And Pedro, you mentioning earlier schools and people keeping a close eye on whether their children have classes tomorrow. LA Unified, we do have an update. They are expecting to have classes open, schools open tomorrow, but they say that they are closely monitoring the storm and its developments as Hillary moves towards us.
Yeah, we're going to be on early at 3:30 in the morning,
That's
starting
right.
Monday morning. So we'll keep you updated on that if anything changes.